Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's still your girl Adefemi Shumaski, and this is Adefemi Talks. If you've been following my pregnancy series, I really appreciate you guys. If you've been watching it, thank you so much. I hope you've learned one or two things. So I discovered that I shared everything, and I omitted talking about delivery of my baby. So I said, okay, let me do a video talking about my miracle baby, how God has been so faithful to us. My birth story, basically, my delivery story, how it all happened. It was so fast. It happened like like that. So please do well to watch to the very end, because it's going to be helpful to somebody out there. And let's dive into today's video. Delivering my baby, it was no joke, like no brainer. It happened so fast like that. If you're hearing some sounds at the background, it's my baby is awake, and I just really need to do this video because I've been pushing it for a very long time. So I'm trying to also breastfeed him to distract him. The last video I did, I talked about what was in my hospital bag, getting ready for delivery, and I was 37 weeks. Little did I know that I was going to deliver my baby very soon, because I really procrastinated about preparing my hospital bag. I kept saying I'll do it, and I didn't do it until when I was 37 weeks. Thankfully, I did it that week, because if not, may you not be caught unawares. So I've always been praying that I wanted my baby to be early born, because there's this thing in the UK that if your children are late born, they start school late. They start school at 5 years, and I wanted my child to start by 4 years. So I knew I was going to have a December baby, so I wanted the baby to come in on Christmas or in January, 1st of January. That was when I was praying that my baby will push to 42 weeks and some days, or exactly 42 weeks. Yeah, 42 weeks will be 4th of January. Before that, I wanted January baby anyway. But my last scan, they were not sure the baby was growing properly. So there were so many those scans we were going for back and forth like that. So the last one we did was, I think, my 36 weeks thereabouts, and we were advised that on my 39 week they would have to induce me. It's not like the growth was not okay, but it wasn't as to the expectation. So probably the baby is supposed to have like 50 kg, then the baby is adding 20. So yeah, that kind of thing was a problem. We said we were going to like wait to do another scan instead of agreeing to be induced at 39 weeks. If the growth still comes out the same way, I will agree to be induced. But I told my husband I don't want to be induced, because I've heard that induction is painful. So I said I don't want to be induced. The take week came. I was waiting. Okay, the following week we're going to go for the scan. Saturday night of December, I've already finished Shiloh, waiting for Thanksgiving. Shiloh ended on the Saturday morning, yeah, after impartition service. So I was happy. I thanked Dora, I've danced, I've done all the paparazzi say, Ulua, thank you that you brought me thus far at the end of the year and all that. So night came, my husband came back from work. We're just gisting, we're laughing so hard. We're watching this comedy series. This is not Mirage show. So we started laughing, and when it was around 10 o'clock, we said, oh, enough of the laughter, let's go to bed. This cramp started. When this cramp started, I was like, oh, it's just menstrual cramp. I felt like going to the bathroom, then I went to pee, and I came back, then I had to go again. I started going like that. Anytime I go, there was always this pinky thing when I wipe. Then I told my husband, it's just cramp, it will go. It's nothing. It's just like normal cramp that I've always experienced. I had to go again. Then my husband was like, are you sure I don't want to go to the hospital? I said, no, it's nothing. I'm sure it will stay till the morning. So I called the assessment center, and they were like, I should wait for an hour. I should wear a pad. So if the pad gets wet within an hour, then I should call them. Then they will tell me to come in, and they will admit me to just observe me. And an hour came, the pain now intensified. I couldn't bear. I was constantly going to the bathroom. I felt like I want to use number 2. By this time, water in the pad has become a lot. They say on home video that your water broke. You see water on the floor. It's a lie, yo. When your water breaks, it's actually like a lake. It will be like a drop. I didn't know my water has broken. It wasn't coming like excessively. Until I got to the hospital, the pad was not even that soaked. After 1 hour, I had to call the assessment center, and they said, oh, she just come in. This was like 12:30. So this thing started, the cramp started around 10. This is like 2 hours. Now the pain has intensified. I could not bear it. I said, oh, okay, let's go to the hospital. That was the longest 30 minutes drive of my life. My husband was like, are you okay? I was like, oh Benny, just drive, don't ask me if I'm okay. All the things that I've planned, oh, I'm going to go to the hospital, what I'm going to watch at the hospital, my dear, I don't even have time to think of anything. At that moment, I managed to wear trousers, and I wore my Crocs, and that was it. The hospital, I can't even remember if I was feeling cold or not. So I got to the hospital, they admitted me, they said they were going to check me, observe me. By that time, my high blood pressure has gone off the roof. So my blood pressure is always very low, but this time it was like 170 over, I don't even know, I couldn't hear what they were saying, because as at that time, they've already put some tummy things in my tummy. They said they are going to watch the breathing of the baby. I'm having contractions, that they will see how fast the contractions are coming. They put something on my tummy, and I'm telling the midwife, please remove that thing from my tummy. I couldn't do a video at this time because I was in pain. I was thought of it like I needed to vlog this. But at that moment, if I told my husband, he was really tense and nervous. If I told him, babe, can you please vlog me, he would have probably like slapped me, or he would be like, are you crazy or something? At that moment, I couldn't ask him to vlog me. I was in so much pain. Each time I would tell them I was going to go to the bathroom, I just felt like going to the bathroom constantly. 2 o'clock thereabouts, I was 6 centimeters, and I was ready to have my baby. My husband was like, so we're not going home? He said, no, we're not going home, that close to delivery. Then I should prepare the delivery suits, blah, blah, blah. Everybody started running up and down. I'm like, I told them, I started shouting, I don't mind. I will do CS. Remove this baby. I will do CS. The midwife said, your body you're doing very well. Your body is doing well. You said this midwife saying they will trick you. They will not do CS for you until your case is very hard, though. Don't even think of it. To do CS for you, you have to try. You're doing very well. Your body is doing well. So if I could walk, I was transferred to the delivery room. I said, what kind of what's it called, pain relief do I want? Do I want epidural? Do I want this? Do I want that? I said, do they have TENS machine? They said they don't have. So if you want to use TENS machine, you have to get your own personal one. They don't have any in the hospital. This machine, it was already on my to buy list. Both of us kept on procrastinating. Oh, 2 weeks, like Shebi are not going now. The pain has not started, so we kept on procrastinating. We'll get it today, we'll get it tomorrow. That was why we didn't get it till we landed in the hospital. Since I didn't have it, so I opted for the gas one. So they put the gas in my mouth, but I could not even hold anything because I was in another planet entirely at that time. So my husband was helping me. He said anytime I start feeling the contraction, I should just inhale the gas and it would relieve me of the pain. That is better when I inhale and exhale. It uses the pain. If you see the way I will bite on this gas thing when they put it in my mouth, I think it's not even working. So I'll bite on it so strong, my husband will hold on to it. There are so many times that the gas thing, even nozzle left the body of the gas itself. Then it came for me to push the baby out. So that was when I knew that, you see, this delivery thing is like when you go to bank a shit, when you go to do a number 2 in the toilet. You know all those add very strong when you have eaten when you're not supposed to eat, and it has held your bowel, and now the thing has refused to come freely. Those are the kind of number 2s I'm talking about. I was just having contractions back to back. At that time I was fully dilated, and the midwife told me that don't push now because your body is not ready to do it. Next one probably. Then the next one, she said you're getting there. Then the third one, it was the cry of a baby I heard. And I'm like, is that it? She said, that's it. You've done very well. You're doing great. I'm like, just fast like that. So that was how they had a miracle baby. Like, there was no pain. Like, see, anything you want in this life, just say it the way you want it. Before I had this baby, when I was pregnant, I've always told God that when I'm going to have my baby, I'll be fully ready to have my baby. By the time I'll get to the hospital, baby is ready to come out. And that was exactly what happened. I delivered my baby around 2:30, thereabouts. That's like in the space of how many hours? Let's say between 2 hours. Like, whatever you want when you're pregnant, just say it. The things you want to see in the eyes of the baby, the way you want your pregnancy to go, whatever it is you want, just say it. Because exactly what I asked for was what I got. Even though my plans are not God's plans, I wanted a January baby. But if I had a January baby, my vagina would have turned like, even more than he thought. The tail was very small, and the baby was like 2.8 something. Imagine if the baby had come in January, the baby would have weighed like 4 kg. Even till date, I still think about it and I'm like, God is wonderful. Immediately when the baby came out, they just put the baby on my chest. They told the midwife told me to remove my bra, put the baby on my chest, bam, skin to skin, with all the skin or whatever that thing that is on the newborn baby's body. Then the first thing is they said I have to feed the baby. They monitor you to feed your baby. They will check the baby. They see that the baby is okay. They will cut the umbilical cord. They will ask you if you want to cut it by yourself. We opted for them to do it by themselves, so they did it. The baby was ready to go. We never had our baby around 2:35 or 2:40 there, about 2 something, and we went home around 5 o'clock. We didn't even stay in the hospital for 24 hours. If you want a private room, you can ask for, but the room was comfortable. Everybody has their own corner. They will check that your baby is okay. They will check that you're okay. And if everything goes well, they will even give you food. You eat breakfast, you eat lunch, you stay till the evening, you eat free night dinner. After delivering my baby, they will tell you to clean up, have a shower. At that moment when I was having my shower, I started feeling dizzy. I almost collapsed. They said I needed food. Then they rushed to go and get me food. They said they will give you food in this country. They will give you a sandwich. They will give you toast, tea and toast. And I told my husband that I don't feel like eating tea and toast. I could not even eat it a lot. So after you put to bed, your midwife will come and check you on day 3, day 5, and day 10. They'll weigh the baby to see. They'll ask you if you're breastfeeding the baby. They'll ask you if you're okay. How are you feeling? Are your stitches? They'll check all those things and ensure that you're okay. They'll weigh the baby to ensure that the baby is eating properly. So if they weigh the baby on day 5, they expect that if they come on day 10, the baby should have increased in size. They will do a prick test where they would take some blood samples from your baby. If the blood samples comes back clean, then your baby is healthy, is okay. If there's an issue, you get a letter or you get a phone call. After I had my baby, I said, with this pain, I ain't doing number 2. This wife was like, by 6 months now, you've forgotten all this pain. I don't think you actually forget. It will still be fresh in your memory. But you get healed, then maybe you want to think of having number 2. Right now, I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll have number 2. Was at that time, until like 4 weeks, I said, no way. This pain is just too much. But motherhood is beautiful. If you've not experienced it and you're wishing to experience it, I pray that if you're waiting on the Lord will open your womb and He will give you your own baby. It's a good experience for every mother to experience. I'm glad I finally experienced it. I've been very scared of it, but now the fear has gone. I think it's a good thing to talk about, to share your experiences, because there are so many people that are struggling. Somebody like me, I really struggled. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to start. I've never taken care of a baby before in my life. And I pray for as many that wish for something like this, that the Lord would answer your prayer and grant you our desires. And may God give us the grace to be able to take care of the child. And till I see you guys in the next one, keep it real. God loves you. Hold on to Jesus, and whatever it is you want, just say the way you want it. Call it forth. All the things that are known as though they were, and you will surely receive it. Until I catch you in the next one, it's all love and peace from here. I love you guys. For now.